what I want to do is I want to try and help you get a little bit clearer with your message and your value offering, or what you call your value proposition. And that comes, as I said, from one, getting yourself out there and coaching. Two, looking constructively at who you work with best, and perhaps not. And taking info from that and actually really feeling into yourself and saying, do you know what? One, getting a read of the people you work well with. Is there a familiarity or a trend in the work that you do? Or is there an efficiency perhaps and a joy in the work that you do? As in, are you starting to really love working with people in a particular space? And there's all sorts of different fields in the life coaching world. So this program is a very wide, expansive life coaching foundation, I'd like to call it. And as you progress yourself, you can take the tools that we give you to focus it in on what you call your niche. And there are many different niches. In the coaching world, there are confidence coaches that help people build their confidence. There are spirituality coaches that help people really reconnect in with themselves. There's money coaches that some of them work with the mindset around money, and others work with them in terms of building a bit of financial wellness or a foundation of financial wellness. There are relationship coaches that help people in tough times in relationships. There are business coaches, and to be completely transparent, I when I had my business experience and I was just working with people in that level, really I was a fraction of I feel how I am now off the back of building my understanding and awareness around the whole life coaching space. And there are so many of these other fields, like for example, say transformational coaches that help people transform an area of life and help them deal with the uncertainty of that time in between when people are in a space of transition. And that's kind of worth noting that obviously in doing this course, and there's a hell of a lot of learning, most certainly you're probably going through a number of transitions. And if you're feeling stress or if you're feeling strain, I just want you to know right now that that is completely normal. That is part of this journey as you develop your ideas, your understanding of who you are and how you want to show up in the world. And if, as I say in most of the messages, but if there is tough stuff coming up for you, if there's anything I can do to help, as I said, the door's always open. Feel free to get in touch. Where I can, I really like to help. But to zone back in, not getting distracted talking about transformation coaches, there are all these different types of niches. And what they are essentially is frames around people's particular area of expertise in their coaching. Where the areas where they coach people best, where they can help people most. And so when you get out there and start coaching, you build your confidence, you build your experience, your expertise, you trial, you experiment. Through that, as I said, you learn who you work best with, who you don't, how to work with those people better, and really develop your ability to work with people and find the people that you work best with and really accelerate that process. And off the back of that, then you start to build confidence in a given area of expertise. And so, as I said, it's reason behind why this is a bit of a journey and this is an evolving process. But I want to tune you into the idea of looking for what area it is that you work best in. And important to say that upfront, don't assume you know your audience. So don't think, I love working with people when they're in a messy state in their relationship, so that's it upfront. There is really good value in exploring different territories. One of the kind of a key thing I always say is don't assume you know your audience. Take time to trial and experiment to figure out. Oftentimes people are really pleasantly surprised. But at a certain point, it becomes undeniably obvious. Just this core area of expertise shines out to you. And when that does, the more you can connect with that, the more people will connect with you, because it is all the more identifiable in terms of the offering that you serve, the value that you can bring, what exactly it is that you do